Hello, and welcome to another segment in our ongoing educational series here at flexiblepvc.net. In this segment, we will learn about the manufacture, properties, and uses of flexible PVC pipe. In addition, we'll learn how to measure before ordering our flexible PVC pipe, as well as what to expect when our pipe arrives. Thank you for joining us today. We're glad you're here. Now, let's get started. What is flexible PVC pipe? Our flexible PVC pipe is called many different names by different people and in different applications, such as flexible PVC, flex PVC, flex PVC tube, flex hose, spa tube, hot tub hose, and many others we probably haven't even heard of yet. What is flexible PVC pipe used for? Our flexible PVC pipe is strong and flexible. It's perfect for use with water, light chemicals, and other pool, spa, hot tub, agricultural, irrigation, marine, and construction fluids. It is specifically designed for use in medium pressure applications for pools, spas, hot tubs, water gardening and ponds, drains and filters, light farming and gardening, and aquariums and fish hatcheries. It is non-toxic and safe for fish and plants. It is easily transported and stored in its coiled position. Why use flex PVC pipe? Well, to us, it's quite obvious. Flexible PVC pipe is a pliable PVC pipe that's ideal for situations where rigid pipe is either not practical or desirable. Strong and long-lasting, flex PVC pipe can be used for pools, spas, water gardens, and hundreds of other non-potable water systems. Flex PVC pipe simplifies most plumbing installations. Because the pipe is flexible, it can be easily routed in any direction and can be used in areas where space is limited or in other applications that simply would not accommodate a rigid pipe. For example, areas where there are tight curves. Flex PVC pipe accepts standard Schedule 40 solvent weld fittings, the fittings used for rigid pipe. So the fittings are readily available, easy to fit, and no special tools are needed for the installation. Storing flex PVC pipe is easy as compared with rigid or stick pipe. It can be easily coiled and stored in just about any type of container or no container at all. It is considerably less awkward to store than rigid lengths of pipe which can only be stored straight. Another benefit to the use of flex PVC pipe is the ease of cutting the pipe. Special tools are often not required, as many sizes of flex PVC can be cut with a PVC saw, a strong pair of shears, or even a utility knife. Trimming can be accomplished in a matter of seconds and does not require the effort needed to trim a piece of rigid pipe, allowing the job to be completed much more quickly and efficiently. Flex PVC pipe is more forgiving than rigid PVC pipe, allowing it to be bent into difficult positions much more easily than rigid PVC pipe. Flex PVC pipe is also resistant to mildew and relatively resistant to sunlight, although it is usually not recommended to leave the pipe exposed to direct sunlight for long periods of time. This makes flex PVC pipe great for use in swimming pool, pond, water garden, and agricultural applications. PVC pipe versus PVC hose or tubing. At flexiblepvc.net, we sell flexible pipe, hose, and tubing, nothing rigid. Rigid pipe, or stick pipe as it is sometimes referred to, is generally used to describe an item that is relatively non-flexible or rigid in nature and that does not bend easily or was not designed to be bent. In order to get rigid pipe to go around bends, one must use a fitting or a series of fittings. At flexiblepvc.net, we sell flexible products that are called pipe, hose, or tubing. Since everyone has a slightly different definition of these terms, we try to use them as follows to eliminate any confusion. Flexible pipe or hose easily bends and in most cases can be used with a minimum of fittings or no fittings at all. Unlike rigid or stick pipe or hose, it can go around bends and corners without being heated and without the use of extraordinary measures which may actually damage the product. When you see the word flexible pipe used to describe one of our flexible PVC products, it means you are looking at a product that is used with PVC pipe fittings that glue or solvent weld onto the exterior of the pipe using approved solvents and cements. All of our flexible PVC pipe is meant to be used with glue-on fittings, not a barbed or insert fitting. While these types of fittings may actually work, the product was not designed with this use in mind. Our flexible pipe may actually work if you use these barbed fittings, but it may not function as well as you would expect as a result. When you see the word flexible hose or tubing used to describe one of our flexible PVC products, it means that you are looking at a product that is meant to be used with barb or insert fittings. It is not meant for use with the glue-on style fittings referenced above. This type of flexible hose or tubing is not meant to be glued into PVC fittings. Instead, you use a barbed or insert fitting with a clamp to secure the connection, not glue. What are the differences between flexible PVC pipe and non-kink pond hose? Well, our flexible PVC pipe is meant for higher pressure applications and rougher conditions than our non-kink hose. It is smooth inside and out. It is resistant to more chemicals than our non-kink. It is more crush resistant than non-kink hose. And it is Schedule 40 sized and meant to be glued using standard Schedule 40 fittings. Our non-kink water garden pond hose, on the other hand, is more flexible than flexible PVC, but it's not as sturdy. It can make tighter turns than flexible PVC, but it's meant for lower pressure applications than our flexible PVC pipe. It is corrugated or ribbed on the outside, but still smooth on the inside. And it is meant to be used with barbed or insert fittings and cannot be glued. What is the difference between PVC, CPVC, ABS, and other types of pipe? Generally speaking, the main types of plastic pipe fall into one of the following categories. This can be confusing, so we would like to try to clear the air. PVC. This stands for polymerized vinyl chloride, unchlorinated. It is a thermoplastic polymer and is generally not approved for potable water. It is biologically and chemically resistant to most compounds and is the leading material used in landscape and garden irrigation supply lines, ponds, pools, and water gardens. CPVC stands for chlorinated polyvinyl chloride. It is essentially PVC that has been chlorinated via a chlorination reaction process. It is also a thermoplastic polymer and is generally non-toxic due to the nature of the manufacturing process. It is also resistant to many acids, bases, salts, paraffinic hydrocarbons, halogens, and alcohols. It is generally not resistant to solvents, aromatics, and some chlorinated hydrocarbons. It is one of the leading materials used in potable water systems for home and industry. ABS. This stands for acrylonitrile butadiene styrene. It is generally suitable for the conveyance of potable water, slurries, and chemicals, and is also used for chilled water applications and compressed airline systems. PP. This stands for polypropylene. It is generally used for potable waters, food handling, compressed airlines, and for some uses in the pharmaceutical and chemical industries. It is generally resistant to chemical damage, but it is not generally resistant to UV radiation and should be protected when used outdoors or in moderate to heavy sunlight applications. PE or PEX, PEX. This stands for polyethylene. PE is generally used as a supply pipe in commercial and residential irrigation systems and drip irrigation systems. PEX or PEX is simply a cross-linked polyethylene. Through one of several processes, links between the polyethylene molecules are formed to create bridges, thus the term cross-linked. The resulting material is more durable under temperature extremes, making PEX an excellent material for hot water and other applications. PEX is increasingly being used to replace copper and traditional plastic piping for transporting both hot and cold potable water. Please note, it is extremely important to note the type of pipe you are using. We only sell PVC when shopping for cleaners, glue, and solvents. Not all products work on all pipe types. A mistake here can be very costly. How is flexible PVC pipe made? Our flexible PVC pipe is manufactured using two different types of PVC. One a flexible PVC compound and the other a more rigid PVC compound. The flexible PVC material is extruded into a flexible tube. The more rigid PVC material is then extruded into a reinforcing helix and is wound into the outer core of the flexible tube, while the flexible PVC tube is being formed, thus creating a hose that is smooth both on the inside and the outside. This rigid helix provides stability and strength to help resist bursting, crushing, and impact issues. The outside diameter is held to an exacting standard, enabling this pipe to be easily glued using standard Schedule 40 fittings. It is one of the most durable, flexible PVC pipes in the industry. It is strong, yet lightweight. It resists twisting and kinking, and it is mildew-proof. What are some common uses for flexible PVC pipe? It is ideally suited for use in the installation and maintenance of swimming, lap and exercise pools, spas and spa installations, hot tubs, sprinkler installations, water gardens, koi ponds, waterfalls, fountains, aquariums and fish hatcheries, drains, light farming and gardening, light irrigation, and other similar water transfer applications where flexibility and ease of use is demanded. It can be solvent welded or glued using standard Schedule 40 fittings and suitable solvent cements. It is not meant for use with barbed fittings. How do I know what size flexible PVC pipe I need to order? Well, deciding what size flexible PVC pipe to order can be a bit challenging because flexible pipe sizes are made in accordance with and to the tolerances of the Schedule 40 pipe specifications. The standards or schedules for sizing work like this. The outside diameter of a single nominal pipe size is kept constant. So when you are buying a fitting for a Schedule 40 pipe, the outside diameter of the pipe and the fitting size will always be the same. This is the reason for the schedules, so that fittings and pipe can easily match across a broad spectrum of manufacturing and within acceptable tolerance and standards. So the outside diameter remains constant, and as a result, the inside diameter of a pipe will depend on the schedule or the thickness of the pipe. The schedule and the actual thickness of a pipe varies with the size of the pipe. Okay, let's cut through the fog here. It means that you need to always measure the outside or OD diameter of your Flex PVC Schedule 40 pipe, and then compare that measurement to the chart on our website to order or receive the correct size. We know this doesn't pass the common sense test, but it's the way the industry works, and it will keep you from ordering the wrong size flexible PVC pipe. So, in this example, our flexible PVC pipe measures 2.375 inches across the outside diameter. When consulting the chart on our website, we see that a pipe measuring an outside diameter of 2.375 inches is actually a 2-inch pipe. We know it doesn't pass the common sense test, but if you want to get the proper size pipe, you must follow these instructions. Like we always say here at flexiblepvc.net, measure twice and order once. So, what fittings do I use? Please note, this is very important. Flexible PVC pipe is not meant to be used with fittings that fit inside the pipe, sometimes called barbed fittings, friction fittings, or insert fittings. While these fittings may fit and may work, we do not recommend their use, nor do we guarantee that our Flex PVC pipe will fit these fittings. Please use only Schedule 40 fittings with your flexible PVC pipe. Let's talk a little bit about glues and primers. Much like the names or terms used for our products, flexible PVC, the terms for the glues and primers are used in many different ways and contexts as well. Here is the best information that we have been able to find concerning PVC glues and primers. Please be certain that the product you purchase is specified for use with PVC pipe. It's even better if it states that it is for use with flexible PVC pipe. There are cleaners and glues made specifically for PVC, for CPVC, and for ABS, and they generally do not play well together. As always, it is best to read the instructions on the glue or primer that you purchase for use to ensure that it will work with your product and that you are utilizing it properly. All pipe surfaces intending to be glued should always be thoroughly cleaned with PVC pipe cleaner before gluing. Oils, dust, and dirt accumulate during the manufacturing process, which can affect the holding power of the cement or glue if the pipe is not properly cleaned. We are often asked about the differences between the primer, cleaner, and cement and glue products on the market. Essentially, there are three main types of PVC pipe primer and cleaners. First, there is PVC cleaner. This is a cleaner only, and it is generally formulated to remove oil, grease, dirt, and any other foreign materials that may exist on the surface of the product remaining from the manufacturing process. It does not prepare or soften the pipe in any way in preparation for gluing or assembly. PVC primer cleaner. This is a hybrid or combination product which contains both a cleaner and a softening primer that helps to prepare and soften the pipe surface to allow the solvent cement to penetrate more effectively and do its job correctly. PVC primer. This product contains more aggressive solvents that are intended only to soften the pipe surface to allow the solvent cement to penetrate more effectively. The pipe should be cleaned properly before using a primer only. Local codes often require the use of a primer when working with PVC pipe, and sometimes a certain type, for example purple primer, is required. If you have questions, check with your local code authorities. Much like the primer used, it is extremely important to select the proper solvent cement or glue for your flexible PVC product as well. Generally speaking, there are several different types of solvent cements available as follows. Flexible PVC cements are specifically designed with flexible PVC pipe in mind. They work well with the vibrations and pressure associated with flexible PVC pipe, and these should be your first choice if available. PVC cements should only be used for PVC pipe and fittings, but they generally will work well with flexible PVC products. CPVC cements should be used only for CPVC pipe and fittings and do not work well with flexible PVC products. ABS cements should be used for ABS pipe and fittings and do not work well with flexible PVC products. All-purpose cements. Most of the all-purpose cements on the market can be used on all schedules and classes of ABS, PVC, and CPVC pipe. However, we have heard of some brands of all-purpose cement that specifically state that it is not for use with flexible PVC pipe, so please be careful in your selection. Most good solvent cements or glues have an applicator or dauber built into the lid of the container. This dauber can be used to apply the cement glue to pipe sizes up to about 3 inches in diameter. Generally speaking, most manufacturers recommend the use of an applicator brush measuring at least 1/2 the size of your pipe diameter if the diameter of the pipe is greater than 3 inches to allow for proper coverage and allow enough time. Most manufacturers recommend that their solvent cements or glues be applied in temperatures between about 40 degrees and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. A good rule of thumb here is below or above those temperatures, only use the solvent cement if the glue is easily stirred and not lumpy or coagulated. If the glue is frozen, lumpy, or will freeze during application or curing, do not apply. Damage will occur. Remember that outside the recommended temperature ranges, additional handling and longer curing times apply. Please refer to your manufacturer's recommendations if you have this need. Drying and curing times also vary by manufacturer. Generally speaking, with temperatures between 40 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit, we've seen recommended cure times like these. Again, these vary by climate and also by manufacturer, and most manufacturers agree that you should add additional curing time when using flexible PVC products. Check also with the specifications on the container for use with flexible PVC products. Very important. The primer used is intended to soften the pipe surface and prepare it for the application of the cement or glue. It is therefore important to apply your solvent, cement, or glue to your pipe and fittings while the primer is still wet in order to achieve maximum bonding strength. We recommend Gorilla PVC glue. Why? Well, it's virtually odorless. It's non-flammable Primaglue, and it's a one-step self-priming cement. It's a low VOC product. It's eco-friendly. Gorilla PVC is tougher than the pipe itself. It meets or exceeds ASTM and IAPMO R&T standards, and it's Gorilla tested for leakage under pressure. It's the only PVC cement that meets ASTM F65602 for use as a primer and ASTM D256402 as a cement. It's the first cement so tough it doesn't need a primer because it is a primer. Our all-in-one formula saves you time, money, and labor without exposure to noxious solvents. It cleans up with water, unlike other PVC cements that require acetone to remove. Right set formulation allows ample time to adjust your joint without wasting time. It's very user-friendly and very easy to use. And it's green. The low VOC, high-strength chemistry gets the job done without doing a number on the ozone layer. By not requiring a primer, the product produces a joint with less than 1/2 the VOCs of any other gluing method. Well, thanks for joining us for this segment of our ongoing educational series, learning all about flexible PVC pipe. We here at FlexiblePVC.net value your time, and we appreciate your interest and attention. Please join us again soon for another opportunity to learn at FlexiblePVC.net.